Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Smith 88. So today I'm going over my December 2021 home fragrance empties. So these are the last candles that I used up in 2021. Unfortunately, it's a very small month this month. I've been in a little bit of funk from being sick, of not wanting to light my candles, change my warmers, just not feeling up to it. So unfortunately, I did only finish 11 candles for the month of December, but let's jump in, get started, take a look at what I used up for this month. I'm going to go ahead and start with some melts here. So I did use up 2 melts from Swan Creek. This is Pistachio Cream Milkshake. So this fragrance has been discontinued. If you are a pistachio fan and this one comes back, I highly suggest it. Personally, I blind purchased it. I'm not a pistachio person, so I can't wait to kind of use this fragrance up and get it out of my collection. They do not come in these little scent shots. These are something that my daughter and I make. We end up buying the refill tubs, melting down the refill tubs, and having a girls' day where we do candle making and make wax melts. So another wax melt that I used up is from Yankee Candle. This is Seaside Woods. So this is a masculine, manly, woody fragrance. I love scents like mahogany teakwood. Unfortunately, this one is a little bit too mature and dated smelling for me. One to use this up, one to phase it out of my collection. I may have 1 or 2 more of this floating around, but this personally is not a recommendation for someone like myself who likes more of those sexy man fragrances, because there was no sexy man coming out of this package. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these candles here. This is from Aldi. This is the Huntington Home, and this is Rosewater Sangria. This was a beautiful fragrance. I love Aldi candles, especially the price point that Aldi charges for them, $3.99. Some stores are starting to go up to $4.29. I have not seen that price increase take effect in my area, but even if it does, I feel totally comfortable spending $4.29 on a candle. I feel like Aldi has really curbed my candle spending, because I was easily able to skip the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale because I don't want to spend over $10 on a candle. If candles go 75% off, I might pick up a few, but I don't like spending more than $10 on a candle, because I know I can get candles like this at Aldi for a fraction of the cost that perform equally as well. So Rosewater Sangria, gorgeous floral fresh fragrance. So you get those aquatic notes, you get a touch of a sweet rose in there. It's not one of those like dated powdery roses, more of a sweet floral rose. Definitely would repurchase this. This is a seasonal fragrance, so we may see this back again in the spring or summer. Fingers crossed, because I definitely would buy a few more. I think I do have maybe 2 more in my collection. Another Aldi candle here, and this is Frosted Vanilla. So this was a must burn for me, because you guys know I'm not a vanilla person. When I stumbled across this, I told you guys this was everything I wanted in a vanilla, because it was not a bakery vanilla. Despite being named Frosted Vanilla, this came off as a tropical Tahitian floral vanilla. And when I burnt this, it was every bit of amazing. I enjoyed this. I'm glad I have extras of this. If I stumble across a few more, since they are being marked down at the stores, I probably would pick them up, because this is a vanilla I enjoy, and as you guys know, there's not many vanillas I enjoy out there. So let's go ahead, hop back to melts really quick. Another Yankee fragrance. Apparently I was like on a Yankee kick. So this is Delicious Cranberry. So this is the Home Inspirations line, which is kind of a knockoff version of the regular line. You find these typically like in Big Lots, or I'm trying to think of a few other stores, Target, that carry Yankee candles. So this is a dupe of Cranberry Chutney, perfect holiday cranberry fragrance. Had decent throw, wasn't super strong, but definitely could smell it. It carried well throughout my home, and it was another one of those fragrances that I enjoyed this month. Sticking with Yankee Candle, we have here Rosemary and Pomegranate Punch, and I believe I picked this up at Big Lots last year or the year before, and you definitely get that pomegranate fragrance in there. The rosemary is not as offensive as I would expect. I thought that the rosemary would make it come off a little bit spicy. You get a little bit of a greenery note in there. Nothing technically to write home about. It was a nice fragrance, especially because I think I paid $2.50 for these. So I enjoyed it for the price point I paid. Let's go ahead and grab another candle here. And this is from Goose Creek. This is Faith. And this was kind of like a religious Easter collection that they did. And I bought these just based on scent description alone. I really wish Goose Creek would put their scent descriptions on the bottom of their candles. They don't. But this was a floral fragrance. Oh, yeah, very nice, sweet floral fragrance with just a touch of powderiness to it. Definitely does remind me of the daisies on the front label. But like I was saying, I really wish Goose Creek would put their scent descriptions on their candles. I ended up burning this in my bathroom. Really nice, fragrant bathroom burn, especially because my bathroom isn't huge by any means. I do have 3 bathrooms in my house. 2 are only half bathrooms, 1 is a full bathroom, and even the full bathroom is just not huge by any means, but this was a nice fragrance to have in it. That's the only bathroom in the house that I burn candles in. I do not burn candles in the half bathroom because one is in our bedroom as is, and I burn candles in there, and then the other one is just downstairs, and nobody really uses the half bathroom downstairs because it needs remodeled and there's nothing pretty about it. So another melt here. This is from Swan Creek Peppermint Twist. So with it being December, how could you not use a peppermint fragrance? My daughter was using this in her bedroom. It got her to change her warmer, which was kind of nice. I used some of it downstairs to complement a candle that you guys will be seeing shortly from Scentworks. Classic peppermint fragrance. Really great throw to this. These Swan Creek 6-packs are like $5.50. That's why I tend to buy the refill tubs, because you get it at a better price point. Now these ones did have an X on the back of them, so I did get them at the Swan Creek store. They were marked down to like $4. I got them several years ago. I actually have a little Swan Creek tray. I will go ahead and pause and show you guys it, so bear with me. Okay, so in my dining room, I have a buffet that you guys can kind of see here. I literally keep candles in there. I keep my Swan Creek melts that my daughter and I make, so you guys see there's a lot of those. There's more in the drawer beneath. But all my clamshells from Swan Creek, I end up putting them in this tray that I got at... Why is the name exuding me? Oh my goodness, I don't know. It's like a craft store, but it's not Hobby Lobby. And it's not Packatan, it's not Michael's, not Joanne Fabrics. Oh, that's going to bother me. As you can see, I keep my oils from Swan Creek and Scentsy in there as well. So that's how I store those. I keep my warmer over here. I have a little candle thing there, and I keep my Scentsy diffuser. You see, my husband has some patchwork he needs to paint over. So let me go ahead and get back to my empties to show you guys. So bear with me. Okay, so back to the empties. Let's go ahead and talk about another candle from Aldi. And this is Huntington Home for Snow. So this was kind of a little bit on the peppermint side. Also kind of reminded me a little bit of like Listerine in a way. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I think because of me being sick, I've been literally living off of Dayquil and NyQuil, and the Dayquil I have is called Vapor Cool, and it is absolutely nasty. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of Listerine. This candle reminded me of Listerine. So like kind of a wintergreen peppermint smell. I don't know. Not too keen on this one. I think I only picked up one of this one. So glad that I used it up this month. I did pair that with this fragrance here. Frozen 2, The North Calls. Cold Sniff. I absolutely hated this fragrance. Once I warmed this Scentsy bar, it was absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. I do think I might have one more of these in my collection, kind of hoping I do because it was better than I expected. Sticking with Scentsy, this is my last melt that I have to show you guys. This is Fiji Flower. Oh my goodness. This was a gorgeous, gorgeous, sweet tropical floral scent. Good for year round, especially if you like those sweet, fruity, flowery smells. Very non-offensive. I definitely think that you'll get compliments because it is one of those clean florals. Ended up melting this in my office and my bedroom, mainly in my office. I think I did it 4 times in my office and only once in my bedroom. Definitely love this. I know I have more of this. Really glad that I have more of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my wallflower bulbs out of the way before I forget them. So I did use up a Bath & Body Works wallflower. Excuse my busted nail. It looks janky. So this one is in Pumpkin Caramel Cheesecake from Bath & Body Works. I didn't like this. This smelled like burnt cheesecake crust. Wasn't crazy about that one at all. And then this one was Gardenia. So this was Gardenia. Really like this one. Ended up having this in my laundry room. I have black raspberry vanilla in there. So if I happen to forget my next empties, black raspberry vanilla is what is in the laundry room right now. I don't have anything in the dining room and I haven't replaced my bathroom. I don't use wallflowers as often as I should. I have a whole basket. I should be using the heck out of wallflowers. I do apologize that this is a long video. I guess I'm really chatty for the short amount of candles that I had. So Wild Peony Homeworks candle, picked this up at Ulta on clearance for $6.75. Super powdery, mature floral fragrance. I love floral fragrances, but I like them to have that sweet note to it. This was just a little too mature for my liking. Glad I got it on clearance. Would not repurchase again because it just does not suit my personal taste when it comes to candles. This is a Target candle from the Dollar Spot. One of my daughter's friends picked me up like 5 or 6 of these candles. She knew that I was a candle lover. They are not the most fragrant for $3. I definitely appreciate the gesture that she bought me candles. It was very thoughtful. This one is Sugar Cookie. I ended up burning this in the kitchen. Did not smell any bit like cookie. Smelled very waxy. Didn't have a lot of projection or fragrance for the candle. Here is another Goose Creek candle. This is Dutch Stroop Waffle. This one, kind of glad that I used it up. It was nice, but it was also nothing to write home about. Kind of just that waffle without syrup smell to it, almost a little bit pancakey, but not quite pancakey. I've never had a Stroop waffle in my life. Felt like it had maybe a little bit of a touch of cinnamon to it. Nice fragrance, but not anything super special. So 4 candles left. Here is an Aldi Huntington Home. This is from their newest candle collection. Your Presence is Requested. This was the pine scented one, and I knew going into it I would not like this fragrance. I'm just not a pine person. So this one they did not put, oh yeah they did, spruce, herbal greens, and fir needles. So typical pine scent. I did get a little bit more than halfway through. Did start to tunnel. Yes, I have a candle warmer, but you know what? I'm not going to waste putting a candle I don't enjoy on my candle warmer. I'm like, it's a sign to just put it in the empties and move on. So I did burn this on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day like I said that I would. It definitely had me in the moment for the holiday. it also reminded me of a funeral home, if I'm being transparent. So there's sometimes that I struggle with scents, especially like walking into the grocery store past the floral department. It reminds me of a funeral home. My dad passed away when I was rather young, when I was 9 years old, and the scent from all of the flowers at his funeral service, and I mean there were a lot of flowers, that just has resonated with me for life. I don't like fresh flowers. Like my husband knows, do not buy me fresh flowers. Flowers die. I don't like them. This gave me funeral home smell vibes, and I did not like it. So here is a floral scent that I do like, and that's honeysuckle. Very sweet floral. I love sweet florals. I don't like mature florals. So I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself because, yeah, I'm sure there are some floral departments in grocery stores that might smell a little bit sweet, but they smell a little bit too fresh, a little bit too green, a little bit too piney for me. And that's what reminds me of a funeral home. I like sweet, candied, fresh, aquatic smelling florals, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. I feel like I am so contradicting myself. It's hard to explain what florals I like and what florals I don't like. So here's another floral, Yankee Candle Early Spring Bloom. So smelled like fresh daisies, kind of had a little bit of a citrusy smell in there, a little bit of a 7-Up vibe to it. Ended up burning that one in the bedroom. Last but not least, this is the one that I burnt in my living room. This is Peppermint Swirl. I ended up pairing that with the Peppermint Twist from Swan Creek. That's one of those Scentworks candles. Really good performer. Definitely enjoyed that. So I hope you guys enjoyed my home fragrance empties for the month of December 2021. Definitely look forward to what empties I use up in 2022. The challenge is going to be to use 150 candles up in 2022. So wish me luck. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye everyone.